So welcome back to a brand new episode of the FIFA News Show. This is the show that covers all the latest news in the world of FIFA over the last week. Now this is the first episode after EA Play reveal, so it looks like this episode is going to have a lot of FIFA 21 stuff in it. But as always, we're going to cover some FIFA 20 news and some things that are going on around the world of FIFA. So even though we've got over 166,000 subscribers on this channel, we still have a majority of you guys watching the videos but not subscribed. So make sure you change that. If you want to know all the latest FIFA 21 news, this will be the best spot. Join the other side today. And before we get started, I've got 4 people to thank who recently became new channel members. So thank you to Ashley, Taka, The Master, Jeff, and Brandon for your support. If you want to join up as well, you can click the join button. If you can't find it, I'll throw the link in the description. Pretty much you help support the channel, but you get some icons when you leave some comments and also a shout out as well. So the FIFA 21 branding has been revealed and it's got a new color scheme. That's probably the only thing EA changed all year, but we've got a new profile pic and a banner there, and you can see that it's sort of incorporating like a purple color, some white as well. Hopefully it doesn't look too bad in the actual game because I didn't really like, the FIFA 19 blue color. FIFA 20's one wasn't that bad. Hopefully this one doesn't look too bad as well, but that is your new branding right there. So this week we had the FIFA 21 reveal at EA Play. Wasn't really much of a reveal, but we still got some information about a few things. I did a big video about that, so if you want to check that one out, I think it's a couple days ago now, but it's a good watch. We've got some pre-order bonuses. There's going to be a standard edition, a champions edition, and an ultimate edition. You get a lot of foot perks, but this year they also added in a career mode homegrown talent feature as a pre-order bonus, which is pretty much the same as Scout Future Star, except it doesn't expire once you redeem it. So basically watch the other video I did to get more info about that. Nothing too exciting there. We also had a few gameplay features, pretty much the same things like faster load times, vibrations in the controller, more accurate player bodies and stuff, the usual stuff they say every year. We have a new stadium confirmed for the game, that is the Portland Timbers Stadium. They're going to have their one now because it was revealed in the trailer. And then we've also got some info on the PC version for FIFA 21. It's not going to be a PS5 version of the game, it's going to be a PS4 version of the game on the PC. So keep that in mind if you plan on getting that. Now, since this PC version is going to be a PS4 version of FIFA, those people who are like me that want to play the next-gen version of FIFA but want to install mods, it's not going to happen because obviously you can't get the next-gen version on the PC. I'm sure there's going to be mods for PC, so crew mode people can enjoy that, but you're going to have to sacrifice that next-gen gameplay and graphics, whatever features next gen brings, in order to compromise with a current PS4 version of the game on PC. I don't know what EA is trying to do there, but people like me who want to play that next gen version of FIFA are not really going to touch the PC unless it's to install new updates early or have crew mode mods that are really good. I don't know if EA is like trying to kill off the mods or something, but I think it's a bit of a blow for people like me who want that next-gen gameplay but also want to use the mods. It's not going to be possible on the PC this year. And then don't even bother getting it on the Nintendo Switch because EA has confirmed that it's going to be a Legacy Edition once again, just updating the kits and the rosters. There's going to be no game modes or gameplay innovation. So yeah, waste of time there. Now, EA also released some 4K screenshots of FIFA 21. Now, to me, this doesn't look in-game. This is probably from their game engine, the CGI stuff, but I noticed a few arm hairs on Mbappe. He sort of looks pretty similar to a PS4 experience. Maybe visually it does look a bit better, but I can't really take it too seriously because I think it's a CGI sort of game engine footage, not an actual gameplay. So we don't really know what he's going to look like in-game. We've also got a picture from outside of Anfield, and that is going to be one of those cutscenes now that you're going to see before the match starts. Basically, atmosphere has been improved according to EA, so you're going to see some cutscenes outside the game. And then we've got Mbappe taking a penalty there, nothing really to see there. And then there's also Van Dijk challenging for a header, and that's pretty much the 4K screenshots for FIFA 21. It's not in 4K this video, but if you want to check it out yourself, get like a monitor or something that's 4K, you can see it in all its glory. And then of course we've got the dual entitlement thing, so if you buy on PS4 and you upgrade to PS5, you can carry over your Ultimate Team and Volta Progress. If you go from Xbox to Xbox Series X, you can upgrade your progress as well. But then if you go from PS4 to Xbox X, it's not going to work. If you go to Xbox to PS5, it's not going to work. So keep that in mind right there. Now this feature also kills off those career mode players and pro clubs players that wanted to start a save on the PS4 and then transfer it to the PS5. You cannot do that. It's only Volta and Foot. So I don't know why anyone would want to transfer Volta anyway. I don't think many people are going to play it. But thinking about career mode and this feature, why can't we port over those career mode saves? Because it's going to make career mode redundant for those people that want to play on the next gen version. You only get that like month because the next gen consoles come out in November. FIFA 21 comes out in October. You've only got a month to enjoy a save before you got to get rid of it if you plan on buying a console on day one. So a lot of people are not even going to bother because you can't port it over. It would have been nice if you could do that. I hope that makes sense, but I was just thinking right now, like, what is the point of starting a new career mode in October if you plan on buying a new console in November? Like, you've only got that month difference and you can't take the career mode saves with you when you upgrade your console. So this year we're going to be getting some more pitch notes about each game mode in FIFA 21. EA put out the following thing that basically sums up what they're planning to do here. So it's called FIFA 21. They also changed the font of FIFA 21 there. The upcoming feature news. So the dates are subject to change. If you remember last year, career mode news got delayed. But yeah, this is sort of the rough schedule at the moment. Now, there doesn't appear to be any dates. This looks like it's all going to be happening in the same month, maybe twice a week or something in August. But first up, we have gameplay, and then we have career mode, and everyone is waiting for that career mode news. Probably going to be the same thing that we had last year, just a few extra little things. Volta as well, they're going to have a piece on that, maybe online mode or something. Pro clubs, don't really know what they're going to do with that, probably add a couple things like career mode. And then last but not least, you have your FIFA 21 Ultimate Team reveal, which is what EA cares about the most. So, yeah, I mean, what can I say? I mean, hopefully it's good news, but at the moment, of course, I have my doubts. So some clubs are going to be returning into FIFA 21 because they get promoted into a league that is available in the game. And we've got one of the first teams here that I can confirm. The Italian 3rd Division club Regina has been officially promoted to Serie B. And that means they're going to be back into the game now. And they're also bringing in a career mode wonder kid. If you remember, Hachim Mastor, he's going to be coming into FIFA 21 again. So I'm sure, EA might give him a good potential or something. I don't know. Now, Hachim Mastor is only 22 years old, which is still very, very young. And at the time in FIFA 16, he was 17. Playing at AC Milan, and EA gave him an 87 potential. And then his last appearance was in FIFA 17, and he got a 76 potential. So obviously, the last time he was in a FIFA game, EA didn't really favour him that much. It'll be interesting to see what his FIFA 21 potential will be. Stay tuned for more clubs as the season wraps up. They get promoted. Some will be relegated out of the game as well. It's just the nature of it. But yeah, we're going to get some new teams for sure. Now, apparently we have a very big leak for FIFA 21, and I don't know, where this guy got this information from. He's not one of my usual sources, but I found it floating on Twitter, so I wanted to, address it. ISellGives, which is the Twitter account name, says very big leak for FIFA 21. Number 1, daily tournaments are returning. 2, Volta Online against friends. 3, Ultimate Team trading duplicates only. Number 4, customizable kit and crest in Ultimate Team and career mode. So that surely has to imply that Create a Club would be in career mode, because I don't think you would be able to edit current teams in the game due to licensing reasons. But it just sounds a little bit too good to be true at the moment. But we'll see what happens. I guess, people put out anything at this time of year, and surely some of these things do stick. So we'll see what happens with this. But for some things like Volta and stuff, it sounds like the perfect wish list, but I'm not sure if it's going to happen. Like I said, take it with a pinch of salt or something, because I don't know where he got this info from. My usual sources haven't said anything about this kind of thing, so I'm not really saying this is going to be confirmed news. This is just more like rumors or made up stuff, but I could be wrong. He could have some sort of source that has disclosed this, but I don't really know at the moment whether this is confirmed. So we have a new squad update for the 17th of June. There was no players that got added here. There was no other players that got updated as well, but in the removed department, we do have 4 or 5 players to talk about. The first one is Schweinsteiger. I'm sure a few of you guys know of him, but he's now a free agent. 34 years old, maybe he's retiring or something. We've got Rimando as well, a goalkeeper. We've got Ship, and then we've got O'Brien, and then Bywater as well. So those were the players that got removed. With the latest squad update, EA also brought in the away kit for the Soccer Aid team. So last week we only had the home kit available, but now we have the away one now as well. So this is a nice touch from EA. They recently put Black Lives Matter as the nameplate for a lot of the jerseys in the game. I think it's for Premier League clubs. I'm not sure if it's anything outside of that. I haven't really checked, but if you go to a Premier League team like Arsenal, you'll see it. And it's also based on real life as well, because they're doing it in real life as well. So good work, EA. In regards to the world of FIFA Ultimate Team, there was 2 important petitions designed for the Ultimate Team mode. So the first one is End EA Sports Unregulated Exploitation of Gambling and Addiction in FIFA Games. This one was created by Johnny P, and he did do a video with JCC on his YouTube channel about, Ultimate Team and stuff. It's a good video to watch. He does explain, his difficulties with packs and stuff, and how addictive it can be for young people, especially those people that are going through a tough time. It's basically something that, should have more regulation against it, or more warnings as well. You can read his story here, or you can watch the video. I'll leave the links for these petitions in the description, so you can do something if you want to do something for it. And the second one is a big one as well, because this could actually go to Parliament if it gets 100,000 signatures. This one is for extending the Gambling Act to cover loot boxes. It says video game companies avoid predatory loot boxes being defined as gambling on the technicality. Items received can't be redeemed for money despite clearly being gambling otherwise. Update the Gambling Act to include purchases providing randomized digital items even if they do not have monetary value. Now this sort of is related to Ultimate Team and other games as well, but a lot of people in the FIFA community were talking about it, so I want to do my part here. You can sign the petition, and we're looking for 100k. That'll get it to Parliament. Right now it's got over 10,000 signatures, which means the government will respond. But if it gets 100,000, it will be considered for debate in Parliament, which is obviously a bigger thing. It does expire on the 5th of September, so there is a bit of time. Now, I have no problem with what people decide to do when it comes to FIFA points and packs and stuff, but ultimately I think there needs to be more regulation, more warnings. It shouldn't be exposed so easily to the young people. And ultimately, I think, with the reasoning of revenues going up, EA has become complacent when making these sports games, and they're not doing a good job at innovating every year. So hopefully, if this gets banned in the next 5 years or something, we might see EA making better sports games as a whole, because right now they're thinking, I'm making the same money doing bare minimum effort, so why should I put any effort when people are just going to put money into points and buy packs anyway? So if we get a better game out of this, I'm all for it. Now, these loot boxes from FIFA's mobile game have also affected Apple, because Apple has been sued for allowing loot boxes in the App Store games. A complaint filed with the US District Court complains that Apple is complicit in promoting gambling and addictive behavior by allowing developers to market apps and games with loot boxes on the App Store. Mentioned in the complaint are Mario Kart Tour, FIFA Soccer, and Roblox, which along with Brawl Stars constitute some of the most popular games on iOS. Apple is in trouble for not explicitly noting the inclusion of loot boxes in App Store descriptions and allowing developers to age rate their own products. So basically what they want is Apple to notify the parents or the child that this game that they're playing contains loot boxes or other gambling mechanisms, and that's basically the whole complaint there. So FIFA Soccer was part of this complaint. If Apple says to EA, we can't allow these things in the game anymore, that's going to affect EA's revenue as well. So I think, it is possible over the next 5 to 10 years, probably even less than that, I'm just guessing, that we could see loot boxes being heavily regulated in the near future, which, is going to change EA's revenue completely. So that is all the news for this week. Make sure you check out this FIFA video, hit the card in the middle, it'll take you right there. I'll see you next time.